Don't put North East jobs and investment at risk by voting to leave the European Union. That was the message from former Labour Cabinet Minister Alan Johnson as he brought his referendum battle bus to the region today. It comes just under a month before June the 23rd, the date when voters decide whether or not to stay in the EU. But his opponents say it's just more scaremongering. Our political editor, Richard Moss, reports.
Not your usual bus stop, not your usual passenger. But Alan Johnson's battle bus is after votes, not fares. He's come to see one company already on board, Hitachi. It's warned that further investment in its Newton Aycliffe train plant could be at risk if Britain leaves the EU. And Alan Johnson believes North East jobs hang on the referendum result.
We have access to the biggest commercial market in the world. It's bigger than the US, it's bigger than China. And we export to that market without any tariffs whatsoever, without any barriers whatsoever. That's crucial. If we come out of the European Union, then under almost any scenario, we're losing access. And that's very much about companies like Hitachi and others being unable to sell their goods as effectively into Europe.
Of course, it's not big companies this campaign needs to convince, though, but their workers. Well, the message is clear from this bus and from Alan Johnson. And indeed, Hitachi themselves have emailed workers to outline their concerns about any possible exit from the European Union. But Leave campaigners believe workers here and elsewhere have nothing to fear. And this North East Leave campaigner says it's time to stop the scare stories.
He's doing what every other Labour politician seems to be doing here in the North East. They're scaremongering, they're telling the hard-working people of the North East that their jobs are at risk, that they'll lose money, people will stop investing in manufacturing up here in the North East, and it's just absolutely wrong. And when it comes to Hitachi and Newton Aycliffe, the size of the contract they've got with the British government would lead me to think it's probably more to do with some government spin line than it actually is with any reality.
But Remain campaigners say the benefits of membership go beyond trade. This centre in Middlesbrough has used EU funding to help companies innovate. Perfect for Alan Johnson's final stop then. But it's unlikely we've seen the last of battle buses or claim and counterclaim on jobs in this referendum campaign. Richard Moss, BBC Look North.